When money gets tight and the bills pile up, you need to act quickly before your finances spiral out of control. Americor calls itself the nation's leading provider of consumer credit and debt relief solutions. Does it live up to that promise? Let's take a look. What you need to know. Americor is not one of those small mom-and-pop style debt relief companies. Based in Irvine, California, and with a satellite office in Meridian, Idaho, Americor has more than 500 employees. Those employees have helped customers save around $2 billion via debt settlement. Americor touts credentials from the Better Business Bureau, Consumer Affairs, the International Association of Professional Debt Arbitrators, IAPDA, and the American Association for Debt Resolution, formerly the American Fair Credit Council. The company also says that they are in compliance with the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, rules regarding upfront fees. In other words, they don't charge any. Then there's the awards. The Orange County Register has named Americor in its top places to work in the USA for multiple years. Top places to work is usually a key indicator of employee satisfaction, since companies that make the list are nominated each year by the workers themselves. Energage, the third-party company that compiles employee surveys for the project, says Americor ranks in the top 5% for, among other things, employee appreciation and company direction. Incorporated even listed Americor in the top 25 of its 5,000 list. That's a lot of hype. What does any of it mean? Does the company live up to its reputation? You be the judge. Is Americor a legitimate company? Yes, though initially it might feel like a scam because it will take a few months before your creditors or lenders can start being paid. Rest assured, Americor is a legitimate company. You are not being scammed. Americor has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, earning 4.7 of 5 stars. That said, there have been more than 50 complaints filed against Americor with the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, CFPB, so not everyone walks away a happy customer. Americor also appears in more than 30 lawsuits listed on casetext.com. However, many of the complaints seem to stem from clients who don't understand the debt settlement process. What makes Americor stand out? Financial advisors and credit counselors are everywhere. So, what makes Americor different? Debt settlement. A settlement is when you and your creditor agree on how much money you will pay to the creditor so that you can close your account and be done with that creditor. Obviously, the creditor wants you to pay at least as much as you owe. Sometimes, though, they will agree to settle the debt for less. They do this because they would rather get something from you than nothing. Negotiating these settlements can be tedious and stressful, which is why Americor wants to do it for you. They take over the negotiation process while you make monthly payments into a third-party account. When there's enough money in the account to settle the debt, Americor makes the payment. The process repeats for each debt you enroll in Americor's program. Debt consolidation loans. Debt consolidation loans are exactly what they sound like. One loan you use to pay off multiple debts. These can be hard to get and are best for people who are able to make their minimum payments and who haven't defaulted on any of their accounts. Americor is not a lender. What they do is help match you to a lender who is likely to approve your loan request. Their network of lenders is vast though, so if your financial counselor thinks this is a good option for you, you should consider doing it. Credit counseling or debt management plan. Credit counseling is what happens when you meet with a financial advisor or counselor. The two of you will go over your current financial situation, your earnings, your debts, your expenses, etc. Together, the two of you will come up with a plan, the aforementioned debt management plan, to pay off your debt and get back on track. Typically, your credit counselor is the person in charge of managing your DMP and debt payments. Here's how it works. The counselor calculates a monthly payment that will cover all payments you must make to your creditors. You then send that monthly payment to your counselor. The counselor divides that up amongst your lenders and creditors. Because counseling and planning are part of Americor's financial services portfolio, it makes sense that they will be able to help you find a qualified counselor if credit counseling is your best option. Bankruptcy options. Bankruptcy is the last resort option, but if Americor can't help you with debt settlement or finding lenders or counselors, they will help you find a lawyer to help you with your bankruptcy filing. How to sign up. The first thing you need to do is set up your initial financial consultation. You can do this by following the prompts on the Americor website, emailing the company at info@americor.com, or calling them at 1-866-333-8686. How much does Americor charge? Americor's fees are based on a percentage of your enrolled debt at the time of starting the program and range from 14% to 25% of your enrolled debt. Programs range from 20 to 48 months. However, you will not pay any fees to Americor until your debts are resolved. For example, if you enroll $10,000 of debt in a program and the settlement agreement is $6,000, after fees of 25%, you'll repay a total of $7,500, saving yourself about $2,500. This is true for all legitimate debt settlement companies. Pros and cons. Every company has benefits and drawbacks. Here are some of Americor's. Pros. You won't pay any fees until services have been rendered. They only do soft pulls on your credit if they need to run your credit at all. Web portal so you can track your progress. Cons. Your credit will suffer in the beginning of your program. Customer service could be better. Web portal isn't always available. Limited reach. Americor is only available in 30 states. Who should use Americor? Do you have more debt than you can handle? Struggle to keep up with payments? Need help with settlement negotiations or program management? If so, Americor might be a good fit for you. Who should not use Americor? Do any of the following sound familiar? You'd rather manage your own details than pay someone else to do it. Your debt is annoying but still manageable. Then Americor probably won't be able to help you. Customer service. New customers can reach Americor via telephone or email. Existing customers are given a portal that they can use to communicate with the Americor team. The reviews about customer service say that, during the initial consultations, the Americor reps were awesome. Once you're onboarded, though, the customer service excellence starts to wane. Is Americor trustworthy? Thankfully, Americor's privacy policy is very straightforward. It spells out exactly which information they can legally use and how. Their online privacy policy, however, is vague. It only says that Americor takes reasonable security precautions to protect customer data. There is nothing in the policy that defines what that means. What are customers saying? Americor has racked up more than its share of one-star reviews. Some of those poor reviews say that Americor told them to stop paying their bills during the negotiation process, which is a common debt settlement strategy that will hurt your credit score for up to 7 years. If you're only going by professional evaluation, Americor seems nearly perfect. However, if you're looking for details about how the company operates, they may have some issues. Before committing, make sure you're fully aware of how debt settlement works and recognize that it could impact your credit score until your debt is paid off.